Hey y'all, welcome back to Plant and Plate with Mr. Chris. Today we're going to be making a Southern classic. Creamy, buttery, Southern Lima Beans. These things have some smoky ham in it. They've been long simmered on the stove to bring that flavor out just right. These things taste like they came right out of Grandma's kitchen. So let's make it happen, Captain. We've got our pot set up. First thing we're going to do is melt some butter, or you can use bacon drippings, which is what I'm going to put in mine. We're going to melt that and get everything ready to start working on our aromatics for the dish. Got my Dutch oven, my bacon drippings. Now again, if you don't have bacon drippings or bacon grease, you can just use 2 tablespoons of butter and melt that in there. All right, so the first thing we're going to put into our Dutch oven, now that we've got our bacon grease hot, is 1 diced up medium onion, just chopped up really fine. We're going to let that cook over a medium heat for about 4 to 5 minutes. We're just trying to get them a little translucent and soft. And I'll put all of the ingredients in the description for you. I'm going to let my onions brown. Be right back. We got our onions just slightly brown, soft. Now we're going to add 2 cloves of garlic that I've minced up. We just want to put that in there. Cook it for, I don't know, about 30 seconds more with the onion, just until it gets nice and fragrant. Next thing we're going to add is our ham hock. If you don't have a ham hock, that's fine. You can use 1 cup of just diced up smoked ham. Or if you're going to make a ham on the grill or cook one for Christmas, Easter, something like that, this is a great thing to use your leftovers for. We're going to put that in there, and we're going to let that kind of cook a little bit, brown a little bit on the sides. As that cooks, we're going to go ahead, start adding some of our seasoning in there. This is a ½ teaspoon of paprika. I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of thyme. You can also use a ½ teaspoon of poultry seasoning. And I got 1 teaspoon of sugar. We're going to put all that in there. We're going to put all that in there, kind of mix it around, just to waken that up. I've got 3 cups of low sodium chicken broth. I'm going to add a little to that. Scoop up the browning from the meat. Kind of break that up. And then we're going to just go ahead and add that to our pot. This is my 28 to 30 ounces of lima beans. We're going to go ahead and dump them in the pot. If I can hang on to the bowl. Now we've got that in there. I'm going to turn the heat back up a little bit. Now that I've got all the browning from the ham hock off the bottom. We want to get it brought up to just a nice boil. I've got 1 teaspoon of salt. We're going to dump that in. A ½ teaspoon of black pepper. And 1 bay leaf. Mix that in. And what we're going to do, we're going to bring this up to a gentle boil. Then we're going to turn the heat down and let it simmer uncovered. You want to make sure you're keeping your beans covered. I had to add just a little more broth to mine. And we're going to let this, we're going to turn it down. We're going to let it simmer about 40 to 50 minutes. We're going to stir it occasionally. And as we do that, when I stir it, I'm going to flip this ham hock over, because it's a big old piece of ham hock. So that way it keeps getting boiled in the water and getting that flavor out. So we're going to let that cook. Again, if you're losing some of your broth, just add a little more as it simmers. And we want our broth to slightly thicken and our beans to get tender. We've let our lima beans simmer for 45 minutes. Now it's time to finish these things off. So what we're going to do, I got a tablespoon of butter. It's going to help add to some of the creaminess. So the creaminess part, another thing to do is take your spoon and mash some of the lima beans up against the side of the pot. They'll break down and help add to that creaminess. Now don't get crazy. Some people mash all their beans up. I don't know. For me, I don't want it to taste like baby food. I want it to taste like beans. So just mash a few of them up. If you want it to be creamier after you do that, mash a few more. But we're going to let that butter melt in here, mix it up, and then to finish it off, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. This gives it just a little bite, adds to the flavor, and a couple dashes of hot sauce. My wife doesn't like things very spicy, so I got to be careful with it. If you like things with a little more kick, keep hitting it with the hot sauce till you get it as spicy as you want it. We're going to mix this up. Let that butter and kind of the vinegar and everything get moved around in there. Then we'll plate some of this up and see how it turns out. Here's what the butter beans look like after you put them in a bowl. So for the taste test today, we have a very special person joining us. I'm not a big fan of lima beans. I know, don't come take my Southern card away from me, but I'm not. But my wife really likes lima beans. So I talked her into coming and joining me today. So when I say we with plant and plate, this is my better half and the we part of it, camera person extraordinaire. So she's doing the taste test today. All right. Jump in there, tell me what you think there. You?
That's okay. For somebody that doesn't like lima beans.
Well,
That's good.
Cool. Hey, I got the seal of approval, you know. It's pretty good to be able to cook something that's good when you don't like them that much. All right. Thank you, honey.
Mm-hmm.
And there you have it. Southern lima beans. They've been slow cooked. They got that ham hock in it, packed with flavor. And they just have that Southern comfort food feel that we all love. You can serve these things with cornbread, over rice. If you want to serve it with cornbread, I'll put a link to my video for my cornbread recipe. Hey y'all, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button for me. Also, while you're there, go on and hit the subscribe and the bell. We do a video about every week. That way you'll know, hey, Mr. Chris done put something else out along with his better half. And if you do decide to make these things, leave me a comment. Let me know how it turns out. Thank you for watching. I hope this dish helps bring your family closer around the dinner table. We'll see you down the road. God bless.